Hello? How's everyone doing? I was all set to stream and then realized I didn't have my glasses on me and I like to be able to see, so I just had to run off real quick. So sorry for the delayed start, but I'm here. You can see my hand, probably. Hope you've all been having a good day. If I seem randomly high energy, it's because I get runner's high and I just ran across the ship. So don't worry about it. I'll calm down in a second. Yeah, we're doing traditional handcam art for the first time ever. I hope it goes well. I've never tried streaming with the camera before, and I'm just using my computer's camera, the built-in webcam. Nothing fancy, so the quality might not be fantastic. I was trying to get my phone set up to use as a hand cam, but it wasn't working too well with the connection between the phone and the computer. The visual quality was just not great, so this seemed like the best option for now. So we're gonna try it out. Good to see you all. I'm doing well, thank you, Scandinavia. Seeing is always a nice perk, that's true, Lucas. It's good to see you guys. Looks fine? Awesome. I hope you'll be able to see the pencil when I start sketching out too, because sometimes light stuff is harder to see. I have my plethora of supplies here. So this pencil case is full of pens, especially cute ones. So this is like stuff that I use for more casual sketching. And then this one is like supplies that I carry around campus with me. So it's mostly stuff that I use for like note-taking and little doodles and stuff. And I have expo markers for my little dry erase board. And then this one is my little more professional case that I've got my fine liners and my Cool Erase Prismacolor and a few graphite pencils for like more professional looking graphite drawings. And I'm probably gonna use the Cool Erase for sketching and then the fine liners for inking today. I have an idea in mind for what I'd like to draw. Oh, and if you were wondering about the sticker, I got that from a preschooler. When I was working at a preschool as a substitute teacher, she gave it to me, and I'm a sucker for getting gifts from little kids. I think it's really cute, so I keep everything that they give me. I have a collection of art from them too. Had your birthday in the Netherlands 6 days. Oh, happy birthday! I hope it was a good day. Did you get any cool gifts or do anything fun? So, you have a July birthday too, I guess? Because mine is the 1st of July. Let's see. And also, I'm not sure what the lighting is like. It looks like it's okay, but if it's a little funky, it's because today's a really gloomy day and I usually rely on natural light for my setup, so I had to set up some lamps and I hope they're good enough lighting. And let me know about sound quality too, because I've moved the mic around and stuff for this. So, yeah, let me know if anything's too loud, too quiet, at all, that kind of thing. Only got gifts when you got back, because you mostly got money. Honestly, money's a good gift too, though. Let's see, my composition here, I want to do like the focal point in the center. I was kind of thinking of doing a window, like me and the ship. So there's a window outside to like the space behind. And then I'm like in the center of the window, so it kind of frames me. But I'm not sure what you can see here. I'm sketching really lightly, so I'll sketch a little heavier and you'll see it better. Let's see, I can't tell if it shows up at all. Let's see. Don't worry, you'll be able to see some of it at the very least. So you were planning on streaming and then didn't to watch me? That's really sweet. Thank you for popping by and putting that into your schedule. That's that makes me happy. Hello, Foxy. Is that what you like to be called? I can't even tell what number that is, but that is a lot of numbers. It's good to see you. Thanks for being here. Let's see. It's kind of a weird angle for me to draw it because I have to have the camera right above, so it's gonna take a little bit of getting used to. Let's see, I think I want to be like up here. Hello, Tammy. Welcome. Good to see you here. We're doing some traditional drawing here. I don't know how much you can see of the sketch right now, but I'll try to move along quickly to inking so you guys can see it better. I'm kind of just roughing out the anatomy right now. I have to decide on a pose for the hands. I didn't think about that. I think I'm just gonna do a pretty typical standing pose because I want the focus to be more the face and the window behind rather than the body. So I think it's okay if it's a really simple standing pose. Bought 2 Nintendo games with the money before coming back from the Netherlands. Awesome. What games did you get? I'm gonna move my chat here so I can see you guys better. Yeah, I have my chat on my phone in case you were wondering. Okay. Now I should be able to reply to you guys a little bit better. I don't know what I want to do with her arms, but I'm just gonna focus on the parts that I am more sure about for now. We'll come back to that. Ooh. Super Mario of any kind is always fun. New Super Mario Bros. That's what that stands for, right? That's fun. Banana, I am drawing myself in our spaceship with a big window behind, so you'll see like the space behind me, and I'm gonna be inking it with fine liners, and so the space area will be really dark, and that'll frame the figure in front really nicely, I think. I'm kind of just roughing out the details right now, and then I'll go in with the inking. I don't want to spend too much time on the sketch because I know you guys can't see it very well since it's so light. That's what I thought. Super Mario Bros. Is a lot of fun, and in any variation. The first game I got for my Switch was the Super Mario... Oh, what's it called? The 3D the 3 games in one. That's got Super Mario 64, Sunshine, and Galaxy. And I haven't played Galaxy yet, but I have played I completed 64. And so then I went to Sunshine from there, and then I'm gonna try and finish Sunshine first before going to Galaxy, but we'll see how well that works out because I was getting a little bit frustrated at Sunshine. I think her head is too flat here. Spoof it out a little. I haven't drawn myself non-chibi in a while. So it's interesting figuring out the proportions again. Two levels more, and then you'll have 100%ed it? Nice! I like to draw myself in a bunch of different outfits, but for this one I'm just gonna do my basic outfit. So that, because I know the outfit so well and I don't have to like think to design it or anything, that way I can ink it much more quickly. It needs to be a little lower down. I think I might just risk it and go ahead and with inks. Speed running it, yeah. That's crazy, only 3 days. That might be the best way to play one of the Super Mario Bros. Games, to be fair. There's, if you could see, the rough sketch. And I'll kind of define it more as I ink it. Thank you, Banana. Let's see. I'm gonna use my microns. So I'm not sure which one I want to use for line art. Maybe we'll do the 03. I have an 05, an 03, and an 01. 01 is very fine tip. And then it goes up a little thicker with each one from there. I think 03 is usually what I go to for line art. I also have a brush pen in a different brand. This one's Fine Liner Graphics, but I might use that to fill in the area that's dark behind her because it's gonna be a lot to color in. Let's see. I haven't inked like this in a while, so I might be a little rusty. These days, usually when I'm using pens, I'm just like sketching roughly and not doing smooth line art. But it's good to practice, I think. Shy Guy, Dry Bones, and Nabbit. That's fair. I love Shy Guys. They're probably one of my favorites. Did not know humans can be made out of rust and still look human. Well, you know, just alien things, I guess. Made a Shy Guy mask for Halloween? Ooh! Give me 1 second. Sorry about that. Just had to go deal with something real quick. Going to high school as a freshman? Oh! Well, I guess congratulations on getting through middle school. And good luck. Let's see if I have any advice. Find a group of, like, upperclassmen to adopt you. That might be my advice, because it really helps to have friends who are a little bit older and, like, know the school and, like, the community and stuff like that. I feel like that's, it's a good, what's the word? Really benefits you to have that kind of group of friends. Yeah. But I hope you do well. Study hard. You can get through it. Hello, Kruka? How do you like to be called? What's croaking? I am drawing some traditional art. I'm inking right now. You can kind of see how it's going so far. Yeah, I guess it's been a little longer than a second, but that's okay, I think. I'm not sure I like that line, but that's okay. When you're inking, you gotta just settle with the lines you get. This angle is interesting for this. The fine liners work best if you're like top down like this rather than slanted, but because of the angle I'm at, I'm slanting it a bit more than I should. And it's coming out a little interesting, but that's okay. I can clean it up again later. Thank you, Banana. I'm glad you like it. It's fun to draw, but I'm usually a little better at getting the swoops and stuff. So badly want Super Mario Bros. Wonder? Ooh, that's fair. It's pronounced Kruka Gamer? Or... Thank you! I'm glad you like it. Lining the face is always the hardest part for me. Excuse me while I turn it. There's something about it where, like, when I sketch out the face, I like the shape and I think it's cute, and then when I try to line it, I just completely mess it up. When I'm doing digital art, I can then fix it a little bit, but traditionally, you kind of just have to deal with what you get. And I definitely drew her neck a little too long. Let's see if we can shorten that a bit. Yeah. In like 6 days, you have to start in school again? Good luck. I'm starting school again soon, too. I'm actually in the middle of packing for college, so my room's a disaster because there are boxes and clothes and things everywhere. We're going down tomorrow to bring some stuff up to the house I'm renting up there. So, yeah, I'm literally in the middle of packing everything up to bring tomorrow. 19 days? Oh, when's mine? How far is it? The 13th right now. I think I start like maybe the 16th, 18th, something like that. So yeah. But I'm a little bit excited, as much as I'm not excited for school at all, because I do not enjoy school. I'm a little excited to have like my own little rented house for the first time ever. We've been setting up my room in the place, and so far it's looking pretty cute. I might do like a room tour video once it's all set up, because I think it's gonna be a nice little space. I'm hoping I'll be able to record some stuff in it. Packing and moving is the worst thing ever. It is horrible. It stresses me out more than it should. I only do like a little bit at a time and then take a break and then do a little bit more, because otherwise I just get overwhelmed so fast. Renting a house must be nice, probably so much better than a dorm. It is so much nicer than a dorm room. I mean, our dorm room was okay, but I mean, I lucked out because we did like the apartment style dorms where we had like a living room and kitchen attached to a few bedrooms. So it was a little bit more like an apartment than normal dorms. But at the same time, having like a whole house with like a real kitchen and real living room and like my own room that I don't have to share, it's very nice. It's fun to me getting to like set up and design my room however I want. Had to move to Florida once? Ooh. Yeah, that's fair. That sounds rough. I never want to live in Florida. I was in Florida for I think 2 weeks for Disney World when I was little, probably like around 7. And I remember Disney World being fun, but the rain and the humidity not being fun. What's a hurricane? Wow. You don't have hurricanes or anything? We don't get a lot where I am, but we do get a few every now and then. Almost never any natural disasters. That's pretty lucky for you. I think that's good. It makes you feel a little safer. Some places get like regular tornadoes, and that's crazy. Sounds so nice. Literally need to skirt the rules so much just yeah. You're probably extra strict where you're at. In the last 15 years, there's been none except for lightning? Nice. Flood, but worse and more yeah, kind of. Lots of wind. Lots of rain. Yeah. When we get hurricane warnings, it's like everyone rushes to put their like outdoor furniture and stuff away because we get them so rarely. People will have their yards all set up with stuff in it because they're not worried about it blowing around, and then we get a hurricane warning and everyone panics. But we've never had any where like anyone's gotten hurt. The worst that we've gotten is like a few like boards like ripped off the side of a house or something like that. Iceland beats you? Darn Iceland. That must be nice though, being in such a safe country. I'm doing the cheating, like noob artist thing of tucking my arms behind my back. Which I think is okay. There's nothing wrong with doing that sometimes. I just know most of my middle school art was in this pose because I didn't feel like drawing hands. Florida thunders are loud. I believe it. 20-page document dictates everything about how the room needs to look, from the closet order to how the clothes should be folded. Oh, that's fun. Yeah, I would not survive very long. I have a bad habit of just not properly folding or putting away my clothes after the first time I wear them. Because, like, you know, a shirt is probably fine after, like, wearing it once, unless you're, like, really sweaty. So I'll be like, I could wear this again, but I don't feel like putting it in my drawer with my clean clothes. So I'll just kind of, like, throw it somewhere in the room. Ugh, I'd get in trouble so fast. Who needs to draw hands when you can hide them? Exactly. Yeah, don't even draw them. I mean, it's good to practice them. But if you really don't enjoy drawing something, I don't think you have to draw it every single time you draw. I think it's totally fair to avoid your responsibilities sometimes. Even me now, like, I am pretty comfortable drawing hands. And I usually don't avoid drawing them anymore, but some days I just don't feel like it. So I'll still, like, tuck them away sometimes. Last time saw a natural disaster was like 2 years ago. Need to reuse the uniforms for multiple days? Yeah. Anywhere they won't check, just hide everything. Yeah, I kind of stuffed things, like, in my closet so that, when they would do room checks, they wouldn't see my mess. We also had, cleanliness checks, like, twice a week, but yours, if you have to fold things a certain way, yours were a little more strict. Learning color theory, that's awesome. I think color theory is a lot of fun, and it's a really good tool to have under your belt as an artist. I don't really feel like drawing the knees down, so I'm just gonna kind of cut off the legs here, and maybe we'll find an excuse for me to cut off, or maybe that'll just be the end of the drawing. It'll be fine. Pocket. I feel like that's a little low, but that's okay. You telling me how your room checks will... So... I wouldn't say we're a normal college, because we are a little more strict. Like, we do have, like, a dress code and all of that stuff. But we would have, like, a school-wide event. Like, everyone who lives on campus will be required to go to, like, a big get-together kind of thing, and they'd give us, like, announcements and stuff then. And it was Wednesdays and Fridays, and while we were at that event, the RAs would go around to the dorm rooms and make sure, like, there were no dirty dishes out, or dishes out at all, actually. One time we left out clean dishes to dry, and we got in trouble for that, too. So no dishes could be out. The dorm had to be, like, pretty clean. Like, all our personal stuff put away nicely. And just basic stuff, like wipe down countertops, sweep the floor, take the trash out. That was a big one. If we had, like, our trash can more than 1/3 of the way full, we'd get in trouble for that. That kind of thing. And then, like, they'd do a quick check and then just leave. And we'd get, like, we had, like, a point system. If you got too many points for, like, having things a mess, then you'd get basically a small fine. I think it was, like, $15 or something like that for the first offense. Yeah, but our RAs were not that strict. I mean, they were a bit strict at first, in the beginning of the year. But by the end, they didn't even care. They barely checked at all. We would have, like, our rooms a mess and they wouldn't care. Let's see. No uniforms is pretty nice. Yeah, I went to private middle school for a year, and then in high school, not having to have a uniform was pretty nice. Some uniforms are cute, and some are really not. Use selfies to draw on top. Ooh, that's actually a really good, study tool. I've heard of people doing that. I haven't done it because I don't like staring at pictures of myself. but I think it's a good way to practice. You had uniforms in Florida? That must be even worse. I can only imagine having like a hot, stuffy uniform shirt in the middle of Florida. Sounds awful. Yeah, Lucas, I'm glad you don't get fined. Tried Roblox speed draw? I don't play Roblox, so I have not made any fan art or anything like that. If I did play Roblox, I probably would. But I don't really like making fan art of things that I don't like play or watch or anything like that, because then I feel like a poser. I don't want people getting all excited like, oh, you play Roblox? And then find out I don't. Khaki pants and a white dress tee? That's not too bad. Could be worse. Yeah. Not super exciting, but it definitely, I feel like there's worse than khakis. I feel like I'm talking a lot this stream, and it's getting my voice a little, my throat a little dry. That's not a bad thing though. I have tea. I'm keeping hydrated, and it's got honey in it for my throat, so no issues there. I need to get more used to talking this much on stream. Ooh, the school is half outside in Florida? That's terrible. Ooh, I kind of get that though. Scandinavia. Sometimes we get really weird weather like that too. It'll be storming and then it'll be sunny, like within 5 minutes sometimes. Especially I feel like during the beginning of summer, I feel like is when we get the most rain. And it'll be off and on like that. And then like sometimes in like the fall and the spring when the weather's changing, we'll have like a day that's 80 degrees and then a day that's like 40 degrees and then the next day will be like 90 degrees. It's weird. One day there was rain, snow, sun. Ooh, that's wild. Oh, I have to draw the face now. Faces are also difficult to line. Ooh. Okay, the face is pretty much lined, so I can relax now. Just thickening up the lashes a bit. Oh, I forgot my moon clip. We can just do that here. Ta-da! And some blushies. We need those. They're very important. The pocket's crooked. That's okay. I think that's good for the basic lines. I can go in and refine them more later. And then this window I might even want a ruler for to get it straight. I wonder if I have one nearby. I might not. I might have taken that to my house at school already. Oops. It's interesting having like half of my stuff here and then half of my stuff not here. I have to be very intentional about what I leave if I still need it for content. Top 3 searches that comes up when you search how to beat the top 3. Ooh. That makes sense. I'm gonna be honest. Yeah. That's probably about what I would expect. Of course, the last one of those is the best problem to have out of the 3. I'm gonna go ahead and get rid of these sketch lines. Where's my eraser? There you are. The 3 hardest bosses, for real. Although I bet, people who play Souls games will probably disagree. There's probably a Souls boss that's way harder than Sans, but I haven't played either. Am I coloring it? Not this time. I think I might add just a little bit of color to her if I want to make her pop more. But I think, I'm gonna keep it like black inks. But I will add more dark areas to give it more contrast and make it look cooler. I'm just kind of getting the basic line work done right now. And if I do decide to add some color, I'll probably do that off stream. I don't have like too much time today to stream because I still have college preparing to do. Erasing the first few lines is always a little scary because sometimes the pen doesn't dry all the way and then you smudge it. So fingers crossed. I'm also starting at the bottom because if it smudges down here, it doesn't matter as much as if it smudges on the face. Minecraft baby zombie. I hate dealing with those. Those are probably my least favorite monsters in Minecraft. I'm gonna be real. Witches are a pain. But they're an interesting villain. Baby zombies are just a pain. Although, I think they're easier to beat than witches, unless you get like a really advantageous spot. Like maybe if you have like a bow and arrow and you can hit the witch from a distance and it won't get to you, then they might be easier because the baby zombies just move so fast, they'd be a harder target. But yeah. The Wither Storm. Don't mind me brushing away these crumbs. Shaping steps, what they're called. Okay, that worked. I think later on I'll probably thicken the lines on the outside of her, just so she pops more, but then keep the lines on the inside thin. But I'll save that for later. I kind of want to figure out what I'm gonna put in this window. I'm gonna want a planet, or at least one planet. Maybe right here will be a good spot because it's kind of empty. And another one like over here, half in frame. That might be good. Still not as scary as the cave sound. Ooh, that cave sound gets me every time. Even though I know it doesn't mean anything, it just, it makes it feel like something scary's coming to get you. Herobrine is also scary. Oh, the frogs are so cute. I also love the bumblebees. What else? The polar bears. Obviously, because I'm a bear, I have to love the bears. Yeah, bumblebees might be... I also love turtles, though. And axolotls. It's hard. There are so many good ones. All the animals. That's the best thing that Microsoft ever did for Minecraft. I'm not a big fan of most of what Microsoft has done, but I am a fan of all the cute animals. Just got your room and have to move in on on Saturday. Right above the laundry room. That sounds perfect. You can rush down there before anybody else takes the machines. Job, academics, non-commissioned officer. That sounds cool. I don't know exactly what that means as far as what duties you have, but when officer's in the title, it sounds cool. Yeah, love the bees. I think I'll do like a stripy pattern on this planet over here, and then I'll do it like a lot of dark, but then enough white that like it you can still tell it's different from the sky, but it's a little more like faded and distant. I think that would be cool. I have to note that I'm not that good at backgrounds or like inking big areas, so what I say might sound like it'll look cool and end up looking terrible because I do it badly. But we'll see. I have to try it sometime to see if I can do it. And I'll map out a few stars to leave white, but then I'll go back in later too with my white gel pen and sprinkle some stars in that way. So I'm not too worried about leaving white spaces. Just need to help people who are struggling with classes. Oh, that's cool. So you're like a special tutor. I would do that if I didn't struggle so much with school. You have a high school survival kit journal? That sounds nifty. Kind of reminds me of that TV show. I'm blanking on what it's called. So-and-so's survival guide or something like that. I forget his name, but like the main character has his like composition notebook where he writes like advice on how to survive through high school. And that's like the entire show is just like his like narration of like what's happening in his life and like how he dealt with it and like trying to help out other people in similar situations. Maybe it was an old Disney Channel or something. Just assumed yet again. Never knew with the Ender Dragon. I didn't know that the Ender Dragon had a defined gender. I might have to look that up later. And see if like maybe that's something that Microsoft decided later, or if that's just like old Mojang lore that nobody talks about. Tips in a routine and types of students? Cool. Hello, Looper. Good to see you. Ender Dragon might be a she since there's an... That's true, I never thought about that. You have to have a female dragon to have an egg, right? The only way there could be an egg without a female dragon is if it's one of those interesting species that can like change their gender at will. Let's see. I think I need some like paneling to show that this is a ship wall, but I might just save that for later and pull up a reference for the ship, because we do have pictures of like this kind of a ship wall that Arashi's drawn. How are you, Looper? Have you had a good day? The real name of the Ender Dragon is given by Notch, and it's... I have no idea how you pronounce that. Isn't Yoshi a male? Theoretically, I think. But at the same time, Yoshi is the species, I think. Because there's like a whole bunch of different ones that you run into, and I think they always call them Yoshi. So I think Yoshi could theoretically be both male or female. I'm not really sure, Yoshi, because names in Japan tend to be pretty, like, undefined, like gender neutral. So I don't know, because like even the name Sakura is like stereotypically a feminine name, but I've known like male characters and whatnot with the name too. So it is possible it might be a more feminine name, but I can't really say. Sometimes it's hard to tell with those kinds of names. Birdo is both female and male depending on what area you live in. Oh, like the translation of it? I can believe that. I do recall him being male, or at least hearing that. But that does make sense if like certain translations like changed him to being female or something. Yeah. Let's see. I think I want the 05. This one. Oop. Day was more than great. Finished up new track. Pre-release date. Might post it publicly. Not happy with how it is right now. Or honestly happy, not happy. That's great. I'm glad you're happy with that and got some good progress done. Yeah, my day's been pretty good too. I mean, nothing exciting. I'm just like packing. But yeah, I've gotten good packing progress done, which is good for me because I hate packing and usually don't get a lot done at a time. So that's pretty big success for me, I think. I'm gonna draw this freehand without a ruler, so wish me luck here. Okay. I hope this is straight enough. I can't really tell from this angle. I think that's fine. There we go. So there's the window outline. When you die and someone digs your skeleton up, I believe there is a way to tell based on bones, like bone structure, whether someone was male or female. Coincidentally, you could hear the track in Instagram. Yeah. Feels special. Yeah. Yeah, you can see the line is a little bit squiggled, but like, straight enough that it could just be stylistic. And since I'm gonna be filling in most of this space with black, I can kind of hide that and like draw it a little straighter if I need to. I think I am also going to draw the basic outline of the planets just so that I know where to stop coloring. And I'll use a thinner line art for that. We'll go with the 03. Now it's time for me to freehand a circle. Ooh, that is not good so far. That's okay. Good enough. It's a little bit of a wibbly wobbly planet, but that's okay. It has character. Let me see, I'm catching up on chat. Later today or tonight, favorite singer is gonna drop a new song. Ooh! What singer is that? I know, Calliope Mori is releasing a new song soon. I'm pretty excited. And a collab with someone. What am I studying in college? I'm studying art education. So, teaching, but specifically teaching art. And I agree with you, Looper. A little imperfection is it's not terrible. It just gives it a little bit of character and shows that it was hand-drawn, which I do like to see sometimes, especially in other people's work. Maybe not as much in mine, but I think every artist is like that. Favorite Sanrio character is Cinema Roll. Oh, oh, that's so nice. I have a really cute My Melody plushie. Here, let me grab it. I think she's a little covered in dog hair, but it's okay. Here she is, my Melody. Got like a little maid dress on. So yeah, clearly I am also a Sanrio fan. Cinema Roll is adorable too. I love his color, his like nice sky blue color. It's very pleasant. He's also my friend's favorite. Favorite singer is Boy with Uke. I don't know them. I'll try to make a mental note to look them up later. Here, I'll write it down. Boy with Uke. So I would guess that means he plays ukulele, which is pretty fun. There we go. Another shape. And these few stars that are bigger, I'll try to keep away from those. The rest of the stars I'll do with the gel pen later. I also want to try out like paint pens, like Poscas. I don't know if I'll get specifically Poscas because I've heard that the like store brand cheaper ones at a certain place are pretty good. So I might actually try those because I can save a little money that way, but I would love to try some paint pens. I think that'd be really fun because you can like customize objects with them. Since it's like thick acrylic paint, I could like draw on a mug or like a box or things like that with them, and I think that'd be a lot of fun. Puts the uke in every song? Love it. So I guess I'll go straight in with my Pickle Combo brush pen and fill all this area in, and then we'll figure out what else to do with it once it's all colored. This is the scary part. Actually, you know what? I'm going to erase some of these pencil marks first. And then we'll fill it in. But filling in big areas is a little scary because it's very permanent. Favorite song is Boy with a Lair Part 2. I'll write that one down too to check that out. This pen's not working. Oop. Oh my god, I'd use a different one. Boy is a rare part 2. Okay. Favorite songs are at least 1 or 2. Aw. I hope you find better friends soon, Scandinavia. That's really rough to not have, like, that support. I've definitely been there. But I'm sure you'll find friends who, like, you click with better. For me, college has kind of done that. I mean, my friends right now are not at all nerds. So I still stand out a little bit. But they're definitely much more positive and supportive than my old friend group from high school. So sometimes you just need a new setting. Like, maybe see if you can join, like, a club or something and find friends through that. Was also given an opportunity to have some space for my own website. Ooh. Turned out tolerable. Well, have fun with that. That sounds awesome. Oh, you're singing the text? I see. I don't know why, but the future, I want to name my kids Ian and Ain? Is that how you'd pronounce that? That sounds like twins. Thinking of names for things is always really hard for me. So, like, even in the past, when I've tried to think of, like, cute names that I would name my kids if I had any, I'd have, like, maybe 2 or 3, and I'd never really think of more than that. I even struggle, like, naming, like, characters and objects and stuff like that. Okie dokie. I do not watch Sailor Moon. And I really, while I love anime, I don't really watch it that often. Because it's just a big time commitment, and I am busy a lot of the time, and my friends don't watch anime, so I don't have a lot of people to watch it with. I like to watch anime with Arashi, but, since I'm away at college a lot, and he's not at college with me, I can't always watch with him. So every now and then we'll watch some, but I don't know, Sailor Moon's just not really my show. I do enjoy Cardcaptor Sakura, which might be weird that I enjoy, like, the one stereotypical magical girl show and not the other, but I've just never really liked Usagi as a character that much, and I think Sakura is a much cuter character, less annoying to me. But I think that's partially just, like, a character type from the time. Like, what is it, the 70s or whatever? Maybe later? 80s? I don't remember when Sailor Moon came out, but I think that kind of, like, just loud and useless character type was just the common thing back then, and that's not really my favorite. I prefer a character who's, like, actually does something and doesn't just cry at everything. But, I definitely understand why it's so popular. I mean, magical girls are cute. I do enjoy magical girls in general. Definitely having fun with tinkering something. So far it's turning out. Ooh. It's illegal to... Wait. Interesting. This is actually kind of satisfying, just coloring everything in. It's kind of like doing a coloring book. Kind of stopped watching anime towards 2021 and switched to visual novels. Oh. Yeah, I feel like I almost did the reverse. I had a big manga phase, like beginning of high school. I still love manga. I have been collecting Holic and like little bits and pieces of others. I have like volume 1 of a whole bunch of things and not like the complete series because I just never get around to finishing reading them and they're hard to come by sometimes. Because I don't really collect ones that are like currently being produced per se. A lot of the ones that I want to collect are not in production anymore, so you kind of have to hunt for them. But yeah, I definitely had a manga slash comic phase, and not so much visual novels, but I have played a few visual novels. And then I kind of moved from manga to anime, and now don't do either as much as I'd like to. Oop. In Latvia, it's illegal to play chess in... Oh. It's a very oddly specific law. I feel like some places, you can tell just by the laws that some people did some weird things and it just went really wrong, and because of like one person, there are really weird laws. Only manga you're following are Rise of the Shield. Ooh, that's a good one. Yeah, I've heard good things about that one. And Komi-san. You're hyped for ReZero? Cool. That's a pretty good list, I feel like. I haven't read slash watched all of them, but I've heard good things about all of those. And I did start the anime of the Rise of Shield Hero, and I did really enjoy the start of it. I stopped watching it shortly after the Bird Girl showed up, because she has the whole like rivalry thing. She starts with the Tanuki girl. It's been a while, so I don't remember their names, but like both of them having a crush on the main character was kind of annoying to me. I'm just not big on that kind of trope, and they're like, they seem like his daughters, but they have crushes on him, and so it's a little bit weird to me. But that was the only thing that I didn't like about the show, but besides that, I loved it. So I'll have to return to it someday. They banned Pocket Whip app. I don't know that app, actually. I'm old. I'm not hip with the kids. I don't know these newfangled apps. I know everyone at school was doing Be Real last semester, or last year. I never got into it because I just don't care to be sharing everything about my life on social media. Sorry, you've got a weird angle here. Trying to make it a little easier for me to color in. Oh, yeah, I know that. My little sister quotes that sometimes. Crazy. I was crazy once. They put me in a rubber room with rats. The version my sister does is even longer than that, though. Yeah. It's, yeah. Sometimes she just will go forever, and it gets quite annoying. Interesting. I'm not sure, Banana. I don't know if I know that one. I think, if it's an anime, it probably has either a manga or a light novel, because most of them start as one of the two. Sometimes they have both. "27 hours straight." Yeah. Do 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 do. You've been doing free time drawing character, drinking the grimace shake. Ooh. I don't know if I want to do the grimace shake thing. It got a little crazy. I think it's, kind of, late to get into that meme anyway. Everyone's kind of done it and moved on already, I think. Favorite book series is, if you exclude 6 hours, at least you took a 6-hour break. Hate typing in your tablet sometimes, like, just, ooh, I get that. Yeah, tablets and phones sometimes can just be weird with messages. Okay. We're getting there. It's kind of starting to look like a void. And I have to be careful because I feel like I'm starting to get a little bit lazy and I'm like getting a little bit messy. Which is not what we want. Gotta curb my laziness. Just a little bit. Year ago, love drawing 2D. Oh yeah? I'm not very good at landscapes, but I think I just haven't practiced them enough. I should draw more. It was a Mario game? Ooh. So like a platformer kind of layout? That sounds like fun. Having some issues with your tablet? I think my little sister read Dork Diaries. I've never read them, but I know like they're kind of like the girl version of like the Diary of a Wimpy Kid books. Those sure were a big thing for a bit. I think I was just a little too old for them. Like when they came out, I missed that era a little bit. I also missed the Warrior Cats era, but that was because when they came out, I assumed they were just dumb, girly cat books. So I never gave them a try. And then later, when I got older, and heard a little more about them, I thought, you know, those actually sound pretty cool, but by that time I was too old for them. Of course, I don't think there's anything wrong with reading kids' books as, like, an adult if you want to. But I think just I wouldn't enjoy them as much now as an adult as I probably would have if I'd gotten into them when I was younger. Oh no, I smudged it. Oh well. My hand is now markered. Not a big deal. I'll add it into the pattern or gel pen it or something. It's been a little less than a week since you got a new monitor and it's higher than... Ooh. Can't say you're used to it yet. That's fair. Now I have 2 widescreen monitors. Ooh. That's awesome. Good for you. I'm glad that you've got that setup going. It would be so nice to have a proper streaming setup. We're almost there. I don't think I know the song Scandinavia, sorry. I would sing it if I knew the tune. Always get markers on your hands? Yeah. Even when, like, there's no reason why I should have marker or paint or whatever on my hands. Like, I try really carefully to be clean. Somehow, they always get on me. If I paint, I am coated in paint by the end. I don't really mind it, though, so much, because, to me, like, that shows that I really created something with my own hands and got in there and got messy. And so for me, it's like kind of fun to like look at my hands and see them like covered in whatever art supply when I'm done. Getting a new PC was a dream and a half. Couldn't afford it on your first job because the pay was low. Yeah, that makes sense. I totally get that. Finally started up as a seaman. Could afford the PC of your dreams. That's awesome. I'm happy for you. Is that Viva La Vida? I don't know the lyrics so well, do I? I know the song, but just not familiar enough with the lyrics. I'm trying to like picture in my head with those lyrics, but it's just not quite clicking. It's been too long since I've heard the actual song. I used to listen to a cover of it that was instrumental, so I'm more used to hearing like violins playing it rather than a singer singing the actual lyrics to it. That's funny. See, thinking the Minecraft cover version is the original. Most hours I've been on tablet was 23 hours straight. Ooh. I've probably done that on my computer, but that's probably including time like doing homework and drawing and doing other things at the same time. 48 hours. Ooh. That's rough. When it's for a deadline and not because you want to, that makes it more miserable. I have the tune of Viva La Vida in my head now. Look at that, we did it! We finished the void! Hmm. I just have to hope that my gel pen will work well enough now. Sometimes it just doesn't like to cooperate. I think I want to do like a strip that's like more concentrated stars. And then a little bit more spread out in between. Start with the bigger ones. And little ones. Ugh, essays sure are a pain. I like to write when it comes to like creative writing, but when it comes to essays, it's terrible. Still looking for a... These stars are not quite as bright as I'd like them to be because the ink is just not coming out quite thick enough, but I might go over them again later. I'll just take that as this is like mapping out where they go. The ink might not be fully dried yet, too, and that might be messing with the gel pen a bit. Might be having some trouble coming out because of that. So, maybe later on it'll work a little better and I can fill in the stars a little more. I gotta work on these planets, too. Used to white out as white pen, but like the pen version, not the... Mm. I think what I'd like to do is get like a fine-tipped paint pen, paint marker, whichever you call them, and use that as like a gel pen. The one problem with them though is just that they tend to be thicker, so you can't get like as fine detail. I could also just pull out some acrylic paint and just dab on a little bit of white. I do have some white paint, so if the gel pen just doesn't quite work the way I want it to, I might just pull out my paints later. feel like it's working a little better now, actually. We need a few more up here. Played a lot of Animal Crossing New Horizon. Are you having a lot of fun with it? I love the Animal Crossing series. I've been playing it since the first game. I haven't been playing Horizon a lot recently, but it's still very fun. I need to get back to it. What inspired you to start drawing? Interesting. I've been drawing since I was little, so like I guess at first just like the way any little kid draws pictures, it was just fun. And then when I got like a little bit older, like around 10 years old, maybe actually before that, my like older brother started like drawing cute little comics with like stick figure characters, and I loved his comics, so I kind of tried to mimic his like comic style by making my own little stick figure comic characters. And then around when I was 10, I started designing characters and then making more original comics with them. So I guess it was like a combination of factors, one just being like childhood fascination with drawing, one being like inspired by my siblings, and then when I started designing characters, I was really inspired to like create stories for them and comic books. I've been like writing stories since even before I was really much of an artist, especially a character artist. So I was definitely inspired by the idea of being able to visualize my stories. And that's kind of how I ended up where I am now. I'm sorry, I don't know Portuguese. Is that what you're speaking, I guess? But hello, welcome. If you can speak English, I'd love to chat with you. If you can't, that's okay. You're still welcome here. I just can't really communicate. I love making up stories too. It's a lot of fun. Comics are like one of my favorite things because it mixes storytelling and art, which are both things I love. Yeah, that's what I thought. I mean, I could read Portuguese and Brazil in that. I just can't read the rest, unfortunately. Ooh, did you get in trouble for that, Tammy? Ugh, my little sister scribbled all over our storybooks, and I definitely got mad at her for that. Although that's not as bad as scribbling in a Bible. Your inspiration is weird. A friend told you to port one of his tracks to a different DAW, and midway I had a sudden rush of ideas and scrapped the whole port. Make one of your OCs with the super crown. Oh, let's see. I think I'll do a little bit of texturing on this planet, and then I'll probably wrap up for now. I do still want to do more on this drawing. It's not done yet, but maybe we'll do more light at the top and then more darker tones at the bottom. But yeah, I have to get going soon to finish my packing and whatnot, so I'll wrap up soon. Basically, fan-made Mario character Bowser. Oh, yeah, I know what you're talking about. Ooh, well, that is something that would be interesting to try, I guess. I might try it out. I think I added too much texture here, and now it doesn't look right. Oops. Sometimes you just need to stop while you're ahead. I guess I can fix that later. Once I've taken a break from it and have a fresh set of eyes. Thanks for stopping by, Looper. It was great to see you. Have fun working on that. Or reading that. And I hope you have a great rest of your day or night or whatever time it is for you. I'm not sure what kind of texture to do for this planet yet, but we'll work on that later, I think. Yeah, Rosalina is definitely a popular character. I've seen a lot of fan art. Have fun, Tammy! I hope you have fun watching the Barbie movie. My little sister just watched that yesterday. It looks interesting. I'm gonna wait until it's out, like, on streaming services, so I don't have to pay the money on the theaters, but I'm a little excited for Ken. I'm gonna be honest. He looks really funny. Oh, well, good morning then, Looper. Oh, I think I'll go ahead and wrap up. I think I still have some work I want to do on this, but I think I'll finish it off stream, and then I'll post it on Twitter. Maybe I'll post it on my YouTube community posts as well for anyone who's not on Twitter, so you can see how that came out. And thank you everyone for coming by and hanging out with me and chatting. It was a great time. I definitely had a lot of fun with doing this like hand cam setup, so maybe I'll do this again sometime. I might even make a Gunpla set that I've had sitting around for a while, so maybe we'll do some fun stuff like that. Not yet. Probably after I set up in the rented house, but it's definitely a plan, so look forward to it. And I'll see you guys next time. Reminds me of the YouTuber Solitary making so every sub because that sounds like fun, Scandinavia. Okay, I'm gonna get going. You guys have been great. Thanks for coming to my comfy little bear cave. Bye-bye.